And let's quickly go straight to the first presentation after the speech of our chairman, and that is the presentation by Dr. Hassan Mustafa from United Arab Emirates. Dr. Sir.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity to participate in this kind of informative and important event. Congratulations for this book, and I wish you the best for much more other books in the same aspect or other aspects as well. Well, it's very important for us, as educators, please put to practice between this term educator, not teachers, because we are going to differentiate between these terms, which is very important in my point of view. So regarding the sustainability and higher education, I think there is a very viral connection and relationship because there are a lot of key aspects between them, such as curriculum integration. In many courses, we are teaching sustainability, which is connected to the social and economic also, and also in terms of geography, in terms of technology, innovations, and all these things. Plus, we are teaching system thinking, which is lead to such kind of discipline and analyzing as well, and also critical thinking, which is also related to the problem solving, which is indeed we need it, especially in the climate change, as we know. So there are integration between these terms very, very, very closely and very tight. And if we talk about some thoughts for the sustainability and education as well, I think there is to some point, we need to change some concepts. I mean, in regards of the market, in regards of the university's curriculum itself, in regards of the students' mentality as well. Just to believe in the importance of this kind of approach. So, because when some people talk about the universities, they just think from one corner, one angle, one point of view, that this institution will provide only the certificate for the students. No, this is completely wrong. We have to change this mindset for the students and for the others as well, because universities or higher education institutions are providing a lot of things like policy and governance, and also technological hub and cultural, intellectual, and all these things. Also, there is some kind of, let me say, a gap between those who are working in the market labor and between also some universities. We need to bridge this kind of gap, which is very important also for our students, just to secure the sustainability of what they have learned in the university and how to reflect it in the real life for their future and career and all these things as well. And if also I talk about educator or teacher, this is very important approach, because if we talk about teacher, that means we are talking about only somebody who is transferring knowledge. So we can say it's only like information dispenser. But educator, it's more collaborative process. It's not only about transferring knowledge, it's also about inspiring. It's about how to equip our students with the tools and the skills which is necessary to achieve their goals as well. And so this is a very important, I think, a difference between the term educator and between the term also teacher. Because if we understand that approach, then our message will be more collaborative. So if we talk about some higher education thoughts, I mean, from students' perspective view, maybe some students ask this question very, very, very often. Do we need a degree? Like this kind of question, because now we are talking about skills, we are talking about technical skills, hardware skills. So do we need degree? This is one of these thoughts. What about the trends? What about the combination with the IT? Especially there are every time, every day, there are a new approach for the technologies. Now we are talking about, all the world now talking about the threads, the new platform which has been launched by Meta, Facebook, which is integration between Instagram and Twitter. So I have to understand like this kind of concept because it is very important for me as a higher education to let me say, be familiar with this kind of technologies because I'm using them. So if we talk about some kind of challenge for higher educations in general and media in particular, I think that the first challenge is the curriculum itself, whether it is outdated or it is, let me say, updated. Why? Because the process of accreditation of curriculum, it takes a lot of time, which is not suitable with the fast in time for the technological innovations and creativity as well. Also, the regulations should be also be more adaptive to this speed, the competition. Now, the educators are in competition with the learners themselves because most of the young learners are familiar with the technologies much more than the educator themselves. So there are some kind of competition. And also, I think there is new paradigm for the education itself due to the technologies. We are talking now about ChatGPT. In terms of assignments, in terms of solving questions. So, and now there is a long debate. Do we need to block ChatGPT or we just allow students to use it? For my point of view, it's just a tool, just like a calculator or something. So, but we need to think about a new kind of, let me say, assignments or some kind of exams, because the traditional way is no longer suitable with this kind of technologies. And if we talk about the impacts, I mean the factors which is impact for the career choice for our students themselves, I think the first impact is the family impact, because it's easy to force their family member to choose even the other colleague that even he is not, I mean, it's not his choice. So they are forcing him to go to the medicine or to engineering or IT or other approach without taking his opinion. So family impact. Number two, finance. I mean, the financial impact, which is very important, because if we talk about country like United Arab Emirates, for instance, the average of the students still graduated from the university is more than $300K US, 300,000 US dollars, which is a huge amount. So the thinking about this financial impact in our career, which college should I choose? Which college will pay back all this kind of money? And how can I get some kind of scholarship or sponsorship? Or how how could I be attached to a university as a full-time or a part-time just to secure some amount of money? All this impact for our career. Also, the relationship. And when I'm talking about the relationship here, I mean in terms of reallocation. If you choose a very far college, that means you are reallocating in terms of your relatives, in terms of your friends, in terms of colleagues, new colleagues, and all these things. So this is in relationships. And also the mental impact for career. I mean, the career, if it is a high stress career, that will affect definitely for your mental health, let me say. So there are many aspects. We have to think about it in many different ways. It's not only one direction. So in the end of the day, I believe that the education is a collaboration, is a collaborative operation between the educator and the students themselves, which is very, very important to transfer the knowledge. Thank you for your time, and thank you to agree in these comments in regards of the ChatGPT, because I believe that yes, it is only tool that we have to deal with it. It's now it's a fact. We cannot ignore it. So we have to adapt it, and we have to adjust our assessment tools to be more effective with this kind of tools. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.